guys, it's Jen and I'm here to talk about my Scotland experience. Okay, so over the last weekend I went to Scotland, Edinburgh, and I spent about 3-4 days there, and it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time. So the way how I got into Scotland, there's various ways you can travel to Scotland from the UK or from Ireland or from wherever in Europe, but we decided to go by budget airline because it was basically the cheapest option. Like, they have a rail line that you could take, but it was really expensive, so we went by budget airline. Was there within an hour and a half, and when we got into the airport, we just took the Airlink bus. It was about a 40-minute bus ride, 30 minutes, give or take, depending on traffic. And yeah, we were in the city center of Edinburgh in like no time. It was really, really easy and relatively cheap. I mean, it was about £4 for a one-way ticket to take the bus from Edinburgh Airport into the city center by Waverley Station. We got off at the last stop on the bridge by Waverley Station, so it was about £4, and I think it's about £9 if you want like a return ticket as well. So yeah, if you're coming into Edinburgh, that's a really fast, easy, cheapish way to get to the city center. Yeah, so we were in the heart of the city, and it was wonderful because it was within walking distance of everything. You could go to St. Giles Cathedral, which is right on the Royal Mile. We were right by the Royal Mile. We were just like right around the corner. And the Edinburgh Castle, which is further up the street. It was great, and the whole Royal Mile was just lined with bars or pubs and all this other attractions that you can see. So it was a really good way, like a really good area that we were in, because we didn't have to take transport to any of these places. On the first full day, the first night we were there, we didn't really do much. We just walked around the Royal Mile and just ate at a pub, which was really fun. Second day, we got up, had a Scottish breakfast, which is just basically an English full breakfast, but with like haggis and what do they call it? Tatties, which is basically like fried potato. Yeah, I think it's just fried potato dough. I'm not sure exactly what are in tatties, but they're like these fried triangle potato things that are delicious. And haggis. I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed haggis. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. It's delicious. It's basically like black pudding, but with sheep instead of like pork. I think that's the best way I can put it. And they steam it. They don't fry it like they would black or white pudding. So if you want an idea of what haggis is like, that's basically it. It was great. I loved it. Anyway, we got up early. We got a full Scottish breakfast, and then we went to the Scottish National Museum, which has free admission. So if you're looking for a cheap, fun thing to do during the day, and if it's like bad weather or something, I definitely recommend the Scottish National Museum. Like I said, free admission. It's huge, and they had so many like exhibits that you could see. I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed it. We spent a full day there. I was expecting to come out within like an hour or two, but we spent like 4.5 hours there. It was great. We spent the whole day there. Wonderful. Definitely thumbs up for the Scottish National Museum. If you have a chance, please go. And if you have like a family or something like that, it's great for kids too. They had so many like interactive things that kids could do. I was really surprised by how involved it was for like small children. So yeah, if you have a family, definitely Scottish Museum. If you don't, still go see it. It's great. So that's what we did the second day. The third and final like full day that we had in Scotland, we went to Edinburgh Castle. That was, I think, about £17 per person, per adult person. And I don't have like a student discount thing that I know. I checked online and I didn't seem to have an option for student discounts. So they just had like an elderly and like children kind of discount. But yeah, £17 per person. It's worth every penny because it is gorgeous, Edinburgh Castle. Like, you can see it when you come into the city center. It's just this big fort sitting on top of this rock mountain thing, and it just looks intimidating and beautiful, and it was just gorgeous. Like, all of Scotland kind of looked like that. I was really surprised by how much I loved the architecture of Scotland. It had this really like medieval kind of gothic look to it. All the buildings really looked gothic. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. It was gorgeous looking, the city, and especially at night with all of like the lights, and just you could see these big foreboding kind of buildings surrounding the city, and in the back you can see like Arthur's Seat, the big like hilly mountain thing. It's fantastic. It's a gorgeous city. But anyway, Edinburgh Castle, it was really good. We spent a full day there again, like about 4.5 hours, just walking around the castle, looking at the gorgeous city view that you see from the top, and just learning about the history of it. I didn't know anything about Edinburgh Castle before I went, and I felt like a history buff when I came out. It was really, really interesting to just learn about the history of Scotland and the history of Edinburgh. And yeah, it was a good way to spend a full day. So yeah, that was about it for what we did for like attractions and stuff. The rest of the time it was just sightseeing, walking around. We went to Princess Street, had a look at all the shopping there. If you're interested in like shopping, definitely go to Princess Street. It's just filled with, you know, any kind of store you want. Anything from low end, mid end, high end kind of stuff. Like they got H&M, but then they also have like, you know, Tom Ford and all that stuff. They have designer, and they also have like, you know, mid end, low end brands. But yeah, everything you could want is there on Prince Street. Back to food. We did try deep fried haggis and deep fried pizza, which Scotland is famed for. I had no idea, but they're low key famous for their fried goods. So we didn't have a fried Mars bar, unfortunately. I think at that point, after I had eaten the deep fried haggis and the deep fried pizza, I couldn't in good conscience eat a deep fried Mars bar. But yeah, they had that there as well. So yeah, the food is good. You do get kind of tired of the friedness, but you don't have to eat fried food all the time. If you go to different places, they have different options. They had a lot of vegetarian options as well. If you're vegetarian, they had a lot of, you know, different options if you had like dietary needs or stuff like that. Lastly, I think the people of Scotland, they were great. I didn't experience any rudeness or any kind of bad experience with the people of Scotland. Everyone was really, really nice, really friendly. Like, you know, they would help you if you asked. We never asked anyone. We actually had people just help us. Yeah, super friendly, super nice, and just really cordial. Really nice people, really nice place. I would 100% recommend. If you're thinking about going into Edinburgh, definitely. I want to go again to Scotland, probably see different places. I really want to go to the Scottish Highlands and experience just a different part of Scotland. Hopefully I can do that sometime in the future. But yeah, I had a great time in Scotland. My experience was wonderful, and I would definitely go again. Alright guys, thank you very much. I hope to see you sometime in the future. I will be posting my Amsterdam video. I'm having a bit of technical difficulties. I'm currently switching from one editing program to another, so I'm trying to learn that and do that. So that's why it's taking so long for this Amsterdam video. It is old. It's a few months old. But yeah, I'm posting that hopefully soon. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.